Hello guys! For this video, I'm gonna show you how to access the Preply website. So, well, actually, matagal na rin ako sa Preply, I think more than a year now. So, at first, the first class at Preply, it's for free, actually. And then, if the students really likes you, and then they are really impressed with your teaching skills, then after the free class, then that's the time that they can really book a lesson, a paid lesson for you. So actually, there's a subscription, so they need to subscribe on your account, and they're gonna pay you prepaid for prepaid. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you the menu that you need to access for Preply website. So we do have messages here. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. Okay, so when you click the messages button, all right, so it shows the messages for each of my students. Okay. So for example, Alexander. So Alexander here is one of my regular student. So it shows the information, all the information about Alexander. So for example, I charge Alexander $5 per hour. And then, for example, your student is new, he or she needs to take a placement test examination for you to find out what's the level or English level of your student. So on this particular student, Alexander is considered as B1 or intermediate. And then it also shows the location of the student. So Alexander is a Brazilian, so he is located in Brazil, specifically in Sao Paulo city. So I think Sao Paulo is one of the biggest city in Brazil. Okay? And then he availed prepaid hours of 11.49 hours. And then for those who's asking, I can get the amount after the class. So after the student confirmed it. Okay, and then we also have the details. For example, your student is new, at least you know the main reason main reason why the student is eager to learn English. So for example, for this student, he is more concerned of his career or business, so maybe he's gonna apply it with his work as well. Okay, and then the level of knowledge is intermediate. So the students are going to fill in or fill up those information for you. Okay, and then desired level is proficient. So for this specific student, he wanted to be proficient or level of that's the level of English actually. So he wants to become a proficient level. So he needs to achieve the goal before July 30 of 2022. So 4 days na lang, but Alexander is still booking me. So I think I consider him as a regular student because we do have classes 3 times a week. Okay, and the desired hours for that specific student is 2 hours per week. Okay, so most probably, yun yung makikita nyo na information about the students, and then you can easily contact the students through the messenger here. Okay, so we do have some information about the Zoom link because most of my students I use Zoom instead of the Preply Classroom. But you can still use the Preply Classroom, but I prefer to use Zoom link. Actually, I provided my own materials to my students. Okay. And then what else? So we do have my lessons. So when you click my lessons, it shows all of the active lessons that you have. Okay. All right. So like for example, for Alexander, so we already finished the lesson just as of this morning. So that would be the latest lesson for Alexander. So the prepaid hours for Alexander is 11 hours and 29 minutes. So he still have a lot of prepaid hours, right? And then the price per hour for Alexander is $5. So it also shows here all of the transaction, all of the details for Alexander. Okay, so most probably that would be for my lessons. And then you can also see the next lesson. For example, for July 27, that would be tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning. So I will be having a lesson with another student, which is Caleb. So Caleb is also a Brazilian. Okay, and then for the learning plans, if you're gonna click the learning plans, okay, loading. All right. So if you want to practice and if it's your first time, to access the Preply, so you can practice via the test. What's that? Test the classroom, right? And then you can preview video, something like this. If you open it, so it's gonna show your camera. Yeah, okay. And then it looks like this. So if you're going to use the Preply Classroom, so the screen is something like this. So this is your screen and the big one is for your student. Okay, and then you can choose lesson activities here if you wanted. So for example, your student is on intermediate, so you can use the intermediate level, and then there's a lot of topic here that you can choose from. So some of my students, I also do that one. Well, it really depends upon their level, but some of them really chooses to talk about other learning materials such as books, right? So instead of using the Preply Classroom, I prefer to use Zoom Link for some of my students. Okay, but it's also okay to use this Preply Classroom because there's a lot of topic that you can choose from, even for kids. So if you do have some some children or some kids, students, right, or junior students, you can also use the library to choose from. There's a lot of topic to choose from. Okay, so let's leave here. Okay, 1 second, it's loading. Okay, then going back here to the main menu, so we also have statistics. So this statistic shows your personal information, like for me. So this is my personal information. My hourly rate is already on $6. Well, by the way, for the hourly rate, you can change it. You can change it from time to time, whatever you wanted, or what do you think is the best suitable for your skills as an ESL teacher. So it's really up to you. So how do you rate yourself? So this is the profile view. So I've already gained 6,545 view and a lot of information about yourself. Okay. And then, so for the academy, my profile and setting, this is just about your personal information. Okay. So, okay, I'll just click this one for you to see it. So for Academy, you can see a lot of information about training courses, right? So like for example, if you're first time with Preply, I think it's mandatory that you need to take to take all of some of the mandatory class courses here. But some of those information are just adds on. So if you do have still have more time, then you can probably continue learning about some of the training courses that Preply will offer to you. Okay? And then going back here, so my profile. So it shows your personal information about yourself, etc. Okay, and then going back here, so we also have, okay, what else? Settings. So settings, just a basic information about Preply Classroom or Preply website. So this is password notifications. So probably the most used buttons are the messages wherein you can contact your student right away, and then my lessons wherein you can see your lessons every day, and then for the calendar you can see the list of your students and their schedules as well. Book schedules for you. Okay? And then if you want to see yourself and then your ranking for Preply, you can choose find tutors and then continue. Let's skip here. And then, okay, loading. If you want to see yourself, like for example, Philippines, and then I will be searching my name. So it shows here, okay? I already got 11 reviews. Okay, and then for $6 per hour. So if you are a student and you're looking for a tutor, this is the screen. So you can choose for teachers that you prefer teachers. Like for example, if you filter the Philippines, then you can choose a lot of teachers here. But for my case, so this is my personal information. So I already consider as a super tutor. I have 9 active students, 666 lessons, and then I already got 11 reviews. So most of the reviews naman are good. So they give me 5 stars for all of those reviews. Okay, so that's it. All right. So if you're new with, with Priply, so I think it's a user-friendly website because you can scroll and you can browse. It's very user-friendly actually. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you.